Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a review on the new Pac Man collection from Wet n Wild. So this is the full set, the full collection, and it is $69, $69.99 for this whole thing. But I got this in a PR package. I just want to be honest with you guys. I did not purchase this myself, but I'm still going to be giving you my 100% honest feedback. There's a lot of stuff in here. Like, this is a huge collection. So let me show you guys everything that's in here really quick. But first, I want to know what I should name this guy. What should his name be? I'm gonna link it down below though, so you guys can check it out if you happen to want one too. He's so cute. I just want to like pet him. So basically in this first section here you have the eyeshadow palettes, the blush palettes. I can't see if this is the bronzer or the highlighter. You have your 4 glosses, 1 lip scrub, and 1 lip balm. And then this is what the second section looks like, where you have your 2 brushes, 1 eyeshadow brush, a blush brush or bronzer, and then the nail polishes. I will put the link down below to this entire collection so you guys can go check it out. But yeah, I'm just going to go straight into the tutorial so you can see exactly how everything looks, how it works, what I think about it. Please leave a thumbs up if you end up liking this video or you want more drugstore makeup reviews. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use the Gameover color palette. This is what the front looks like. And I'm honestly like really into these colorful shadows. I've been dying to try stuff like this. And this is what the cute little brush looks like. And I have a lot of Wet n Wild brushes, so I know that they are great quality. It feels really soft. So I'm going to use this one for lid work and then a different brush for the crease. I'm going to use the safest color in the palette right here for the crease. So I'm just picking up some of that. Oh wow, that definitely picked up a lot onto my brush. Not a lot of fallout either. Almost forgot a primer. I'm going to use the HD eyeshadow primer stick from LA Girl. This is my favorite one. So if it doesn't, like if the shadows don't work well, I know it's not because of this. Honestly, I feel like the trick is, especially with this shadow stick, is to only work on one eye at a time. Because otherwise it kind of creases up a little bit. And I always bring it out a little bit further too, just because I know I'm going to be blending the shadows there as well. The first layer is always kind of like not as pigmented just because of my primer. It kind of like helps to set the primer in place. So I'm going to start building on that. And then this is where we'll really see the pigmentation come through. Well, at least when I usually do my eyeshadows. And that is definitely happening here, which is good. This is a beautiful shade. I like that they have a mixture of mattes and shimmers in here too. I'm going to lightly blend out, holding a little bit further back on the brush, this little outer edge here, once I feel like I don't have much left on the brush. So I actually haven't seen any other reviews, so I have no idea what people are thinking about this. I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and kind of buff out the edges a little bit. Next, I'm going to use this orange shade, and I just want you guys to look at my brush. Like, holy crap, that is so much pigmentation. And when I tap it off, it stays on the brush too. So I'm going to go ahead and layer this on in that outer corner area over top of the first shade that we used. And I'm doing this because I just really want it to be more saturated on this outer edge. Oh my gosh! This shade all over the lid would be so pretty. Oh my, I feel like it's making my eyes look so green right now. This is my new favorite palette. Anything that makes my eyes look greener, I'm down. Wow. Okay, so I'm just using this brush here. The first one we used, with a little bit of that eyeshadow still left on it. Like I didn't pick any extra up, and I'm just kind of like buffing it into our crease shade. Okay, so basically I'm in love. I'm just going to do a little bit more, just a little bit more for funsies, because I'm really liking this color. Oh man, that looks good. And just, oh, just so I could show you guys, that's what it looks like after I dipped my brush in it a few times. So, I mean, a little bit of fallout, but it's not bad. You can just wipe it away or just blow it off. Little hiccups. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild brush and pick up this beautiful, vibrant, purpley pink. Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna go ahead and just, oh my, okay. I'm gonna pat this onto my lid. Wait a second. What is happening? How is this drugstore? I'm just gonna dip back into that like brownish color that we had used in the beginning so I can buff this guy out. My intuition is telling me that I need to use this Pellets blush lighter. Dip my fingers in it like this, and I'm going to pack that onto the lid. Oh yeah, that is really pretty. And I'm going to use this shade here with my finger, and I'm going to pack it on right in the center. Oh, that is nice. Wow, I like that a lot. A bit more of the orange in this outer corner here, just to intensify it a little bit more. And buff it out with a clean blending brush. I really hope I don't ruin it, but wait, let me just double check and see what this looks like mixed together. Oh, I don't know if I should do that. Well, I'm really hoping this doesn't look muddy, but what I'm going to do is pick up a tiny bit of this purple, and I'm going to work it into this outer corner here just to kind of deepen it up a bit. I feel like it's still too bright. Try a different brush. Okay, I like this one better. I don't know how I'm feeling about this, that's why that's why I'm like a little bit quiet. I think we just need more purple. That's what it is, more purple. Need to pack that on a little bit more. And I think I'm going to pick up this shade with my finger, which perfectly matches my nail, and pack this on right here. Okay guys, so I haven't highlighted the brow bone yet, but that is how the eye is looking so far, and I'm going to try and replicate it on this side, and I am going to film it just because I feel like I want you guys to see the eyeshadows and, you know, how they're performing still, even on this eye, because this eye is slightly different than my other eye. I feel like shadows just like lay a little bit differently on this one. Okay, so going in with this shadow first. Alright, so I'm just applying about 2 to 3 layers of this in the crease so it's nice and vibrant. This one is really easy to work with. I like that shade a lot. Picking up the orange and patting that onto the outer corner. And then working it inwards and upwards into the crease. The other brush that we had very first used, but without picking up any additional product, and I'm blending it up into the crease now. And going in with the pink with the Wet n Wild brush, and blending it in with the orange. I like this brush a lot. This is like perfect for patting shades on, but also like helping them to blend in with others and kind of soften out the lines a bit. Back into the first brush. Again, I'm not picking up any extra product. I'm just kind of working it. Okay, so then here's the fun part. I'm going to pick up some of this onto my finger. I mean, you guys could keep this matte though, of course. You don't have to do the shimmer, but I just always do shimmer on my eyes. I've never really liked a full-on matte look. This shadow here. I think with some glitter glue, this one would stick really well too. Because it kind of falls a little bit and you have to layer it up a lot. But once you get it on there, it's really nice. I'm going to go into the purple now and work that in on this outer corner here. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tap it off. Wow. That is a lot of fallout. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my goodness. And lastly, this orange shade. It's really shimmery. I'm going to put that right next to that purple. So then I'm going to use the eyeliner from the dollar store that I bought from my Dollar Tree challenge. And I really love it. I've been using it every single day since I bought it. I think it's amazing. It lasts so long, and it's a really dark formula, and it's pretty easy to use as well. So I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes with this. And I'm just going to pop on these lashes. They're in the style Ritzy from Kiss. I wanted to try these two things before I did my foundation. It is the Bonus Fruit Lip Balm, is the red one, and then the Bonus Fruit Lip Scrub. Oh, that's nice. The little, like, stem feels like rubber, like it's soft. Oh, you don't want to pull it like that. So, okay, so it looks like that on the inside. Oh, it smells so good. Like green apples, which I love green apples. Actually, my favorite apples are Fiji apples are my favorite, but I like green apple tasting candy. Like if I can't have Reese's, then green apple tasting candy is where it's at. Can I eat it? Is it edible? So it looks like one of the main ingredients is, well, the first one is sugar. We have jojoba oil, hydrogenated vegetable oil, castor oil, sweet almond oil, sunflower seed oil, just a lot of different oils. I don't think I'm going to eat it. I'm just too scared to try that. I really like that a lot though. Like my lips feel like salivating. My lips feel really moisturized, so I mean, yeah, that's nice. And like all the dead skin is off, so that was good. That's cute. I like that little thing too, like this tiny little apple. I mean, how cute. Okay, so this kind of like the same thing. I was thinking it was gonna be like the EOS lip balms. You know how they're like a little ball in there. I would have liked that though, because then you would get more product. This one's cherry flavored. Oh, duh. This is a cherry, that one's an apple. How did I not realize that? Yeah, I like this. It doesn't have like a red tint to it or anything. It just looks like my natural lip color. Just a little bit glossy. So I would keep this with me in my purse for sure. This is nice. Tastes good. And it's not too like heavily scented. Here we go in now with the bronzer. It's called the Power Pellets Bronzer. And I'm excited to use this. It's the same as the blush where it has like the little balls inside. And they look really shimmery, so this is definitely going to be more of a bronzer than a contour. And I'm going to use this adorable brush with it. I'm just worried it's going to be too warm for me. It actually doesn't look as shimmery as it does on the balls. So, I don't... Oh! I applied way too much there. Fair skin girls, definitely be careful with this. It's very dark. I'm gonna just pat over it with my sponge and kind of help it like melt into the skin a little better. See if that helps. Yeah. I feel like it got really dark really fast, right? I wish that was a little bit lighter. Yeah, I'm not so much into this. I actually never am into these little ball things. I just prefer my bronzers in the regular powder compact form. So I kind of had a feeling I wouldn't like it. I just feel that it's too dark and it is hard to work with. Like when you first put it on, it just immediately is really, really pigmented, and you can't really control that, like how your brush is picking it up. It just picks it up when you swirl it around in there, and then I feel like I need to really blend it out, you know? But I think it looks pretty now that I have blended it out. It's just that it's a lot of work. Now this palette is absolutely stunning. Like this is so pretty and cute. The packaging is adorable. I was so excited about this. Just excited about this as I was with the eyeshadow palette. So I actually wish I hadn't put that bronzer on now, because I think this shade actually would have looked really pretty on as like a really light bronzer. This one has some shimmer in it here. So this almost looks like I could use it as a highlight. It's a very, very light blush, so that would be great for fair skin tones. And actually these two shades here are ones that I usually go for if I'm choosing a pink or a corally toned blush. So I'm just super excited about it. I can see that this one looks more shimmery than this one here. Right here that I'm shaking is this guy, and you can see it's a lot more shimmery than this one up here, which looks to be more of like a satin. So what I'm going to do actually is use these two right here. I really love them, so I'm going to kind of like mix the two together so I get a nice glow on my cheeks, but also some color. And I'm going to just move that on. This is how it looks on my brush, by the way, when I'm like patting into it. It's definitely pigmented. And I always rub my blush off first on the back of my hand, just because I'm scared that it's going to apply too cakey or heavily. I always do that. Get up close for you guys so you can see. It's really gorgeous. And I'm even breaking out right here a lot. I used a face mask and it gave me hives. So I was dealing with that for a few days, and then now I have like leftover little pimples from this mask that my skin was really not into. But even with the acne, like I feel like this still looks really, really pretty. And I'm going to use this one as the highlighter with a Wet n Wild brush. Oh, nice. This one is buildable for sure, but it's more on the softer side, I feel, which is the type of highlighters I usually go for myself. I like it when they look kind of lit from within rather than super glittery. So I'm actually going to use this here too. Wow, I love this. This palette, I think I'm actually liking this blush palette more than the eyeshadow palette. Wow. Okay, so love, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10. So this is so cute. I can't get over the packaging. Like, I just want to leave it out on my desk. A little bit confused on what I'm going to do with this lower lash line here, but I'm thinking this, and I'm going to work it back and forth on this lower lash line here. I'm going to do the tiniest amount of this purple here. And then with my finger, I'm going to take this orange, the shimmery one, and I'm going to pat it on right here. Put my little earrings on. These are so old. I think they're from Jewel Mint. And I did my eyeliner just a little bit more inwards into the inner corner. I like to do that. Lately, I feel like it just makes my eyes look more like a lion, like a lioness. I'm going to throw on this gold eyeliner here from Kokie Cosmetics in Gilded Gold. Just in the waterline. I like to do that as a way to finish off the eye look. That's one thing I think is missing from this collection, and that would have been really, really cool, is to have eyeliners. Some fun, colorful ones. Okay, so last thing is lips, and they have these 4 different liquid lipsticks. It's called Ghost Gloss Brilliant. This one is definitely not going to match my look today. This one looks doable here. And this is called Clyde. So I think I might do this one today. Blinky. Lastly is this blue shade that I would never ever, I mean, I really don't think I would ever wear this, but it's fun. It's called Inky. So I'm worried this is going to be too bright, so I don't know. I'm thinking this might be like one of those nudes that like ghost out your lips, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I thought these were liquid lips for some reason. Like with the packaging, just seemed like a liquid lips. Ghost Gloss Brilliance. That is so weird. How did I say that and then continue thinking that it was a matte? How? Somebody explain this to me. Okay, so I still don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Let me think about this. This is the first thing I saw, so I'm thinking it's like meant to be. It's the Laura Mercier Crimson Longwear Lip Liner. This was the first thing that caught my eye in my drawer. And so because of that, I feel like I need to use it. I don't like wearing glosses on their own. I feel like my lips need definition first. And I guess we'll use this one. It's the closest match to this lip liner. Oh, that is so pretty. It would be cool if these were scented, but I don't smell anything. I'm gonna see what happens when I put like a tiny bit of the orange in the center. Ooh, I like it. This turned out so colorful. I was literally going into this video saying to myself, I'm gonna make a wearable, colorful look. And then this happened. So this is how the look came out, guys, and I am really impressed. I really do love the way that it looks. The eyes, the face, the lips. I think this is a really cute collection that I would have definitely purchased myself if I didn't get it in PR, just because it is so fun. I love the whole theme of Pac-Man, and I really enjoy like trying something different, something fun, unique. These are things like, these are legitimate products that I do not have anything similar to in my collection right now. I really did love this palette, even though it did give me a hard time at first. I have tried to do a eye look using this yellow shade here in the very inner corner area, and it just was not working out for me. I do not know why. This shade here is kind of tricky. It definitely needs a glitter glue, unless you're just gonna kind of pat it onto your lid like the way I did in the center of the lid and have it be kind of messy. But it definitely is, like, there's a lot of little glitter particles in there that kind of just go everywhere. This one here was my absolute favorite. That is such a beautiful crease shade. It's really nice and warm and workable and blendable, and it just looks beautiful literally anywhere you put it. This shade here, the purpley pink, is gorgeous as well. Really pigmented. Definitely buildable, and what's nice is that it doesn't like fade away. You can put it on in, like, I'd say maybe 2 or 3 layers to get it like really vibrant, and then you can actually put something over top of it like I did on my lid, and you can still see it coming through, which is awesome. It also blends in well with this shade here. And then the 2 oranges are probably my favorite from the palette. This one just really pops. It is so incredibly pigmented, but also really shimmery, and it stays put, and it looks beautiful on the eye. Like, it just gives a perfect amount of dimension to your lid. That's where I would probably recommend to put it most, is on your lid or like on your lower lash line where I put it. And then this orange, also really vibrant and like neon, and it blends so beautifully onto the crease area. I felt like it was just a little bit too light though for me, because I do like to add some dimension in this outer area here and make my eye look more like 3D. And I felt like I had to go in with the purple to help give me that look, but that's where I felt like it was kind of getting just slightly muddy-ish. The purple just doesn't blend as well as I'd like it to, and it also has just like the tiniest, not the tiniest, but I'm trying to be nice, has fall out, this purple one here, pretty badly actually. So you will definitely have to wipe it away. Also, another thing I noticed is that it does kind of stain your fingers. Like, I tried to wipe it off and it's still kind of there. So I'm guessing it's probably going to stain my lids too, which is not a big deal for me, but if it is for you, just keep that in mind. But overall, the shades that I used were beautiful, and I really, really like the way that this look came out. I can imagine already other looks that I would do using this palette. Wow. Yeah, those are super pigmented. Like, they're both matte, And I think this blue actually would probably work really well in the outer corners. So I definitely would recommend to get this palette. Like if you're thinking about getting it separately, I mean, why not? I think it's only like $9.99. So, you know, if you are curious about color and you want to kind of play around with it, then I think this would be a good start. It's cute. It's definitely cute. And then this was my favorite thing from the entire collection here. This is the High Score Blush Palette. It comes with those 4 shades. I used 3 of them. This one to highlight, these 2 as blush I mixed together. I'm sure they would look beautiful on their own too. This was just like a little more matte like I was saying. This bronzer would, or not, it's not a bronzer, but this is a blush that would look really good on fair skin tones as a bronzer, and I am totally going to try it out that way and see how it looks. But I think this just looks so good on the skin. Like, man, it really does make your skin glow. It doesn't look powdery, it doesn't look cakey at all. It just sinks right into the skin, and whew, like, this is so amazing for a drugstore palette. It's really nice and thin. The cover is cute. I love the packaging. I'm totally going to be using this like on an everyday basis now. This is going to be my new favorite face palette for sure. Definitely would recommend this one for you guys. Like if you're going to get anything from the collection, you got to get this. Then we have these 2 Power Pellets, the bronzer and the blush highlighter. This looked gorgeous on the eyes. I'm guessing it would probably look really good too on the face as well as a highlighter. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I liked this one, but the bronzer was just a little too dark for me, like you guys saw, and I felt like it was just not very easy to work with. The brush picks up so much of it from like the get-go, like from the very beginning. It's just kind of like you have no choice but to apply a crap ton on your face basically, and then you're gonna have to blend it out, especially if it ends up being too dark on your skin tone. It's just a lot to work with. I would not have bought this one. Like, if it didn't come with the collection, I would be okay with that. I just wasn't really a fan of it, but I did like this. These are so cute, little cherry and the little apple. The scrub felt amazing on my lips. I love it. I will definitely be using it again to exfoliate. I'm actually going to keep these in my bathroom and use it before I go to bed. And I really liked this cherry balm. It's not too hydrating and moisturizing, like it doesn't feel like one of those lip masks or anything, but it's just a nice kind of everyday type of lip balm. The only thing that I do feel was missing from the collection were eyeliners. I think that would have been so much fun to be able to play with colorful liners in the waterline. The 2 brushes are so soft. They are really cute with the little sparkles in the handle. I don't have, there goes one of them. I don't have anything like this. My brushes are so boring compared to this. So this is exciting, and I hope that they come out with more so I can have like a full set of eye and face brushes that look like this. That would be really cool. And we have the glosses that I for some reason thought were matte liquid lipsticks. I would have liked that actually a lot if they were liquid lipsticks, but I think for being glosses it's probably more usable for like the everyday kind of girl to go in with a gloss rather than the liquid lipstick, so I understand that. But this blue, let's be real, blue lipstick in everyday life is just, it's just not wearable. So for me at least, I don't know, let me know in the comments who would wear this blue lipstick or the gloss. But these 3 I really, really love. I like that this one's cool tone, these 2 are more warmer. The shade Blinky is the one I'm wearing with a little bit of Clyde in the middle. And man, they're glossy, they're great, they're not getting all over my face and transferring onto my makeup, they're staying put, they're not getting on my teeth when I'm talking. I've actually been wearing this for like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes now, and it's still just as glossy as it was when I first put it on. No weird smell. I think these are amazing. I'm excited to try out this one. And lastly, we have the nail polish set, which is awesome, I think. I painted my nails with it right before I filmed this video, and I didn't have any issues at all with any of these shades. But if I was to pick a favorite out of the bunch, I would say the red one that I used on my pinky fingers was the best. It was the most opaque. Like, you could just do 1 coat of it. You don't have to do 2, and it looks amazing. Like, you can't see through to your nail at all. Whereas this yellow, which is my least favorite from these nail polishes, it definitely needs 2 coats, maybe even 3. I put it on my thumbs and I can still see through to my nail. I just am not a fan of this color. I wish it would have been matte instead of shimmery. The other shimmery one is this blue, which I do like. I don't mind it because you can't see through to my nail because it's darker. And then you also have the pink and the orange, and I pretty much like these two the same. These are beautiful with 2 coats. Unfortunately, this one was not, like the cap was not screwed on enough in my package, so it kind of exploded a little bit there. But yeah, this is definitely, there you go, this is definitely my favorite shade from the bunch. Let me just show you guys really quickly what the little brush looks like, because it was very easy to use. Oh, I forgot to say, it definitely pulls out a lot of product when you pull it up for the first time, so you have to make sure before you paint your nails to at least wipe off that one side there, and then just paint with the side that has the most product on it. And sometimes even because I have such small nails, I felt like I kind of had to wipe off that other side too, just a bit, and then go in and paint the nail. It's just that when you first go in, you know, a lot comes out. Also forgot to mention that the nail polishes do dry really fast too. So if you need to be somewhere and you're trying to just paint your nails really fast, I would recommend that. So let me know what you guys thought about this collection. Those are my final thoughts. I really do love it, and if I was to give it a rating, I would say an 8 out of 10, just because the eyeshadows are a little bit tricky to use, and the bronzer I feel like was too dark. But you know, just for the regular girl who likes to wear makeup, I think this is a fun collection to have, and it's just so different from anything else, you know, that you're probably going to have in your collection. I don't know, maybe, but for me it was. I will put the link down below to this full collection if you guys want to go and check it out. And also for this guy here, he will be down below in the description box as well with a little link. I just bought him from Amazon. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Let me know what I should review next. Let me know your thoughts also on this collection. What did you think about it? And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. I'm gonna spray it. Oh my god, I just sprayed my face. Okay, I'm gonna spray it. This one here is definitely more on the matte side, and then this one down here, how do I, wait, what? Okay. This is definitely more on like the softer side, like it's definitely, I'm gonna do like the tiniest amount of a mixture of these two, the pink, I'm gonna do the tiniest amount of this purple here. Man, I should have used, well no, that wouldn't have been good. I feel like sometimes like when you see things, I can't stand these plastic things. They make me want to rage. Ooh, look at my lips. Juicy. Okay, we're just gonna put that down. I'm gonna chill with that. Putting way too much on. So I had did my nails and then immediately was trying to get ready to film this look. Can't get this card back in there, and I had accidentally bumped my nails a few times and I was like, oh, I probably ruined it, but actually it had already dried. It's a great story, right?